Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of June, I'm offering a special called Inside Out, which is a reading that was created to resemble a little bit of the Gemini theme season we are currently on, which is all about duality and contrast. So if you would like to know more info about that special or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Aries, I do feel like some of you, there's a little bit of this rescuing force or getting something, retrieving something back into your life that seems to be very important for some of you during this period of time. And the past is exercising here a very powerful influence over some of you, and I think that some of you Aries need to be careful in separating the positive aspects that you are allowing your personal story and past experiences to have over you from those that are repetitive, negative, and that have brought you to a place of suffering. I feel like some of you are torn between either romanticizing the past, so only seeing the past as, or a past specific situation or relationship as the best thing you had, and only seeing that experience from that point or that light, which might, of course, inhibit how you are currently believing in the present moment and focusing on moving ahead to a new process and a new stage of life. Or others of you are only seeing the past as this, as a period, as a dark period. I really feel like some of you feel like you have come from a very dark phase that you're trying to be free from. And I think that being the advice, the wheel of fortune, you might still be dealing with a sense of being stuck in a cycle or in a phase in your life that feels repetitive, that feels impossible per se to break free from, because there's still something about this energy that either you have not yet fully understood, that has not yet fully been as well a lesson learned or forgiven. Again, I keep getting the sense that some of you indeed need to rescue a part of your personal story or a part of yourselves that is lacking currently, and it has to deal with the essence, or it has to deal with the pure intent of love, the belief, right, in this pure feeling that is devoted and dedicated to everyone without second intent. This untainted version of love is really strongly, I feel, for some of you, what you are hoping to find or rescue, this belief in the good, in life, and in encountering experiences that are rewarding and emotionally fulfilling and not destructive. Some of you are leaving destructive emotional placements of the mind, or even of actual relationships physically that have been a little bit difficult or destructive to your sense of well-being. Some of you, though, being the opportunity, the Six of Cups, you do have an opportunity to reconcile with someone that in which there might be a lot of history. So it could be someone from the past, it could be an ex, it could be an estranged family member or a friend that you haven't talked in a long time, or a friend that you have been apart from. It could be anyone. Sometimes not necessarily, could just be an encounter with an emotional experience that triggers that part of you that has been absent. So for Aries that have lost faith in love or in relationships, for Aries that have not been feeling emotionally at all content or fulfilled, there is a chance of an encounter during this period of time with something that makes you warm and happy inside. I also feel like some of you need to go back a little bit as well to your personal references, right? Where you have come from, your background. Understand that if where you have come from, if it's emotionally, you know, I feel like some of you may have had, of course, experiences in your upbringing, in your childhood, where maybe there was some type of conditioning that was instilled in you, especially in terms of feeling robbed of your sense of power and belief in change for the better, right? I feel like if some of you are still carrying values, right, things you were taught that are negative to your sense of your personal self and your personal power, it's time to break free from those patterns. It's time to break free from whatever you have been taught and to create a new system of beliefs that actually makes you feel in this loving, connected place with you and others. Some of you as well are attracting during this period of time some energies, that might mirror to you unpleasant traits, let's say, of your own self. Just 1 second, I need to charge my computer. You might be attracting, let's say, circumstances and dealing with people that apparently exhibit, again, personality. They have this way of expressing their personality or of behaving in life that might be exactly what you hate or what you condemn, what you don't maybe even acknowledge about you. And I think that some of you have this confrontation as well with the shadow part of you through either the eyes of someone else or through an experience that triggers, that hidden part of your being that some of you are so scared to explore. I think that some of you need to go deeper inside, need to flow, right, with those intense feelings you have. Because for you, I feel like the more you're deep or intense you get, the lighter things will be. I think that some of you will end up recovering from whatever, painful experiences you're still carrying by lightening them up, which means that you will take with you only what was good, only what you feel adds value, again, to your current state of self and to who you want to be. Because if who you were in the past, if you don't like that person, or if you don't like what happened to you and what you have become out of it so far, tomorrow is a different day and you can always become something else, a better version of you. And I think that some of you are actually fighting for this, a better version of you, but you might be challenged with feeling like you have no strength, power, mental health, or just believe that things will change for the better. Believe that you will encounter winds of change for the better that will put you in the path of luck, because the will is the advice. So the clear advice, first advice here, is to break patterns that are not serving you, is to study and learn a little bit more about the cycle you are currently on, is to understand better where you are maybe behaving in the same ways, and so not really opening up to change that much, even though a part of you may desire it. But also trusting the universe, because the will is the energy of timing. There's divine timing for whatever you're seeking to get to happen. But be patient, have faith, because everything changes in life, and that's both a curse and a blessing, because nothing really stays the same that long. So if things are not going well during this mid-month of June, believe that soon they will change. And of course, they will change for the up. They will change for the better. But if you drag yourself to this point of disbelief of your own self, if you don't allow the swords, instead of being, it's like piercing, right, or painfully, I feel like some of you have like thoughts that are so painful, or memories that are so painful for you to explore. It's like blades in the mind, so it's really a sharp energy that some of you need to watch. Again, as I said in the beginning, you have to learn to differentiate, and to separate the good thoughts, the good memories, the things you want to take further with you, and to put a stone, right? Stop when thoughts of a very negative, traumatic force come to you. Sometimes this seems impossible to be done, but it's training. It's training of the mind, because the will is also about our ability to learn, right? Our ability to have this awakening of a broader sense of consciousness that exists out there. It's a card ruled by the Jupiter influence, so of course it's very knowledgeable as well. But it's knowledge, you need to go get it. It's knowledge that you need to learn, study, and then apply. And some of you need to apply, a better state of thinking about you and about life. Some of you need to reinforce, like put a shield around your energy so things don't become so defined by the dark experiences. I do feel like some of you feel defined by that dark cloud, but it's a phase with the will. It could feel like it's your whole life, but it's a phase, it's a cycle, it's an experience that is only going to be helped by your own self, by your own help in understanding, not as yourself as a victim, of course, but as a warrior in your own story. I also feel like some of you need to understand your role, right, in your own life. It's like, what are you choosing to be? What are you choosing to say? What are you choosing to feel? Because I think that some of you don't think or feel like there's much of a choice, but actually there might be, and this might be something that some of you are exploring. The choices you are making every day and how they define how you will end up feeling and attracting every day. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.